All right, welcome back to my channel. I know by this time I must feel so bored because I've been posting videos all the week long. This is the final one, I promise. This morning I was in Recife, a city close to where I live, and then I traveled back during the afternoon from there here. It took like 4 hours to do so. So I'm glad that I got the time to talk about this final topic. And I am glad that you are here to listen to that and to give me your comments about it. The final topic I want to talk about this week is a thing that is very important, and it's a thing that is such a nowadays topic. I faced some challenges with this topic just last year, and I still find some of those some problems with this topic um, as I continue my throughout the school year. So, as you can read in the title below, the topic is attribution, attributions tendencies. Okay, attributional tendencies. What makes, what causes X to behave like Y? Today we are going to talk about attributions that we give. For example, what we attribute success to, what we attribute learning a language to, and so on. So why did I say that is such a nowadays topic? We are constantly trying to attribute things um, to give meaning to what we are doing. For instance, what, why do I want to learn why do I want to learn a language? What makes me desire to learn a language? What motivates me to develop that type of skills? And what do I attribute the learning to? To illustrate that, I would like to share with you an experience I had with one of my students last year. So, I had a student, she's a young girl, she was in year three, and her biggest dream was to go to Disneyland. So, she began to learn English because for her, learning English will give her a way or give her the possibility to visit the Disneyland and make her dream to come true. So she gave the attribute, she attributes learning language to reaching a dream, which was going to Disneyland. She was a really good student, by the way. She did everything we asked. She participated in the entire lesson. She did all the activities and the exams. She was a top student. She was out there, always participating, always using the language and so on. But all of a sudden, she came to school very sad and she didn't want to participate in English classes anymore. And you know what happened? Her dad told her that she would not never go to Disneyland. And that broke her heart. Her entire dream was vanished away. And because she attributed learning language to going to Disneyland, when Disneyland's dream was broken off, the interest to learning language was also lost. Okay, she dropped the interest of learning a language. So students actually attribute things, and not only young child, but all of us do that. Um, for example, some people attribute happiness to having a home, a house, to buy this, I don't know, two-story home, big in size with this massive backyard and have a Ferrari on the garage. And he attribute that the type of people attributes happiness to having that big home with a big Ferrari at the garage. And we do that all the time. We always attribute things um, so that we give meaning, we give purpose to what we are doing, right? What was the attribution of success? What is our attributions for studying or going to a university? We're constantly attributing things to one another so that we make things come true. We actually feel motivated to do it. So, in that experience I shared with you, it was a little bit sad because it was hard for me to get the student back on track. It was hard for me to actually tell her that learning language goes beyond Disneyland. It is a lifelong pursuit. It's durable. It's important for her, career wise, professional wise, and also personal wise, because she must develop herself. And learning a language would just give that to her. But because she had that attribution so strong, and so made up in her mind, it took a long time to get her back to classes, to get her engaged with the lessons again. So, a quick note for those who are teachers or who are becoming teachers: be very careful with your students' attribution. Okay, that will mean a lot to them. If they attribute learning language to something important, just give them as much encouragement as needed. Um, because once the attribution is broken, it will break the motivation, it will drop motivation too. All right. So when we talk about attributional tendencies, it's exactly that what I'm saying to you. It's attributing things to another thing. Okay, attributing, giving reasons, giving meaning for learning, for having success, for going to school. It's actually giving purpose to what you're doing on your lives, attributing one thing to another, or connecting the dots. Okay, and I myself have some of those attributions in my life that I have to make a change because I noticed as I went through that those attributions were not really helping me going along the way or were giving me the wrong motivation. Okay, so realizing that made me think about what I was doing and why I was doing and what else could I do to reach those goals I had and what attributions should I make. Okay, and just before we end up the video, going back to what we attribute happiness to, remember that happiness is not in how much you earn, it's not how big is your house, but happiness is actually inside of you. It's what you choose to be. I mean, every one of us, every single one of us has a power within. I can choose to be happy today. I've seen loads of people here in my home country, they have nothing, but they chose to be happy. So instead of complaining, they just take out of the best, take best of life out of life. You know, you might not have that big house of a Ferrari, but you might have a healthy body to work. You might not have like a modern computer, but you're smart and you can study, and then one day you reach that dream. So just be careful to what you attribute happiness to. But that's it, class. I hope you like this video. I hope you give me your like and subscribe to this channel. I'm really enjoying doing those videos. But right now I feel very tired and I must go to sleep because the trip just broke me up. But I will be posting more videos next week. We'll be more um, communicative next week. I'll read your posts and maybe I'll make another live and share with you what I think about your comments and why I agree or why I disagree with that. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video and be careful to your attributional tendencies. Okay. Have a great night. Bye bye.